Hello children, meeting after a long time actually. I hope you all are ready with all the basic concepts I have taught in the earlier classes, and then you see how the simplification goes so easy for you all. So let's start with simplification questions. First question is root 75 minus root 12 plus root 27. Let me remind you once. As we have studied in the last class, root a minus root b is not equal to under root a minus b. So none of you is going to think it is as 70 under root 75 minus 12. Okay, that is the first thing. Yeah. Now then what to do? Then try to convert them into the like set. So first thing what comes in your mind is go for simplification. Look at under root 75. What is the order of this surd? Yes, 2. So you need to express 75 into the product from at least one factor should be perfect square. You all know it. How can I write it as? 25. 25 is a perfect square. 25 into 3. Minus. Same way for under root 12 also. Try to express it as a product of a perfect square factor and some other factor. So here also you get 4 into 3, out of which 4 is a perfect square, plus under root 7, guess what it is? 9 into 3. So we have got everywhere the perfect square factors of the given number. If the numbers are big, in that case you can go for the prime factorization also, but these are simple numbers, we can very easily guess for the perfect square factors. Also you may observe that the irrational part which is going to be left is also the same here. Okay, so from the radical sign, if I have to remove 25, how would it come? Yes, 5 under root 3 third, minus for 4 what I will write? 2 under root 3, as you cannot simplify further, plus this becomes as under root 3 under root 3. Now, can you take root 3 common here? Yes, root 3 is common. So what left here is 5 minus 2 plus 3. Follow the rules of integers here. 5 minus 2, 3. 3 plus 3, 6. What is the answer? 6 under root 3. Here I also want to give you one rule to understand. These surds 5 root 3, 2 root 3, 3 root 3, where the irrational part is the same, they are also known as like surds, and because you can take out this irrational part out common, so you can also just think of that addition and subtraction in like surds is possible. Like if you have got root a minus root b is not possible, but if you have got 3 root a, say minus 2 root a, then can you perform this operation? Yes, only because of this part like surds, and you can write the answer here root a. Hope everybody understand what it is. These are like surds, so it is possible. For these kind of surds it is not possible, or you can understand by taking the common factor out also. I hope it is clear to you all. Do solve. There are so many similar questions. Please solve it from your book. Now one more little different type I will be taking from here. Let's go for one fractional part, right? So 5 whole under root 7 upon 2 plus 3 whole under root 7 upon 8 minus half whole under root 63 upon 2. Now use the knowledge of the previously taught question here. 5 under root 7 upon 2. 7 and 2 both are prime numbers. So what you understand here, what you need to understand is that the common irrational part in the previous question, which was root 3, is going to be under root 7 upon 2 here. Look at this 7 upon 8. So what you are going to simplify here is 8. 8 order of the surd 2, right? So 8 can be written as 4 into 2. 4 is a perfect square. Same way here 2 is in simplified form, we cannot do anything here, but 63 perfect square, 9 sevens are right, so 9 can be taken out as 3. So before actually we start, we have to have some planning, some thinking, looking at the question. You see in your examination also we give you the reading time. For what it is? This is just for understanding and analyzing part. Mechanically we do not start. So 5 root 7 upon 2 as it is, simplified form it is, we cannot do anything there, plus 3. Work out here. As I said, you can write it as 7. 8 I am going to write as 4 into 2. Minus 1 upon 2. Root 63 can be written as 9 into 7 upon 2. So you've got 5 under root 7 upon 2 plus, now here for this 4 it is in denominator, so what you take out in the denominator, you take out 2. So what is here? 3 upon 2. What left inside is under root 7 upon what left? 2. Minus, likewise here also. For 9 what comes out is 3, where in the numerator. So minus 3 upon 2. What left? 7 upon 2. Is it clear? Everybody of you understood? Now let's see how to simplify it further. What part is common? Root 7 upon 2. So we shall take it out. What left here? 5 plus 3 upon 2 minus 3 upon 2. Bracket close. Multiplied by 7 upon 2. Now plus 3 upon 2 minus 3 upon 2 gets cancelled. And your answer is 5 under root 7 upon 2. Hope you have understood this. Look at the next question. Under root 12 divided by cube root 40. Keep the order in your mind. When I am simplifying under root 12, which is a pure surd, into a mixed surd, I will be finding for the perfect square factor, which you know what it will be, 4, and so multiplied by 3. Then when I think about this denominator, this is cube root, okay, that means order is 3. So I shall be searching for a perfect cube factor. You know which it is? 8 into 5, right? Is it clear? Therefore under root 4 upon 3 order is 2, so 4 comes out as 2 and it is left as 2 under root 3, okay, upon cube root of 8. So what comes out again is 2. What left inside the radical sign is cube root. Do not forget, and you can see the difference also, how I am writing a number, integer, and how I am writing the power there, order 3. That is 5 here, cube root of 5. And again, what is the relation here? Product form. So 2 and 2 will get cancelled, and the most simplified form here is under root 3 upon cube root of 5. Okay, easy. Look at one more question. Under root 48 minus under root 12 whole upon root 75 minus root 27. First check up. All these surds order is 2. Then we have to only see that what all things we can simplify. So pure, all these are the pure surds, we are going to convert them into mixed surd. That's the only way we know. Yeah. So root 48, again search for a perfect square factor here. 16 3s are 48. So you write it as 16 into 3 minus Root 12 you know very well. So many questions we have done. 4 into 3 upon 75 also. In the first question only we have seen 25 into 3. Root 27 9 into 3. Clear? So for 16 what comes out? 4. 4 4 2 9 3 25 5. So I write it as 4 under root 3 minus 2 under root 3, 5 under root 3 minus 3 under root 3. Now like such there I have told you can think it in two ways. 4 minus 2 root 3 common, or directly like such. So like 4x minus 2x, how we get the answer 2x? Same way 4 root 3 minus 2 root 3. What will be the answer? 2 root 3. 5 root 3 minus 3 root 3, that also gives you 2 root 3. And both terms get cancelled. So the simplified answer here is 1. Hope you understand. Hope you are finding it easy as well. One more question, let's see. Root 8 plus root 50 divided by under root 162 minus under root 98. Now this I will give you all the steps. Many times it happens that for the simple numbers children find it very easy. Little big numbers if are coming, they simply give up with that. So what is the way for that? That we shall see. Yeah, under root 8, how are you writing it as? 4 into 2. Order is 2 na, so perfect square factor we are searching. Likewise 50 also very easy, you can write it as 25 into 2. Now here comes a question. You may think 162, do not, no problem at all. You can go for 162's prime factorization. So starting with 2, 81. Then 81 actually you know here itself that it is the square of 9. So 81 is a perfect square number you have already got here. But as I said that I am going to show you. So I will show you. So what way it is now children, that you can write it as, you know how to write it into the index form na? 3 multiplied by itself how many times? 4 times. So you can write it as 3 to the power 4 into 2 minus 98 also. If you feel it is difficult, immediately go for prime factorization. So again it will go by 2. And immediately you got a perfect square number. So if getting, well and good. If not getting, there is a way you can get it. Do not give up. So 2 into 49. All possible ways I have taught you this. In your mind you have done this, fully you have done, and you have got it in indices form. This a shortcut you have used. The moment you have got the perfect square factor, you stop and you have written it as it is. Anyways you can follow. Here what you can take out is 2 minus 5, sorry, not minus here, in the question it is plus, extremely sorry. And you also have to learn this, that you have to keep checking. Sometimes we copy when we are thinking something else, but then it can be corrected immediately. 5 root 2. Okay, now this 3 raised to 4, so you know that the radical sign means what? Power half. So 4 will become half, right, divided by 2. So it will come out as 3 square. What is 3 square? 9. As you could have done it here also. 81 directly is a perfect square number na here. So you could have written 2 into 81, and 81 could have been brought as 9 here. So 9 root 2 minus, here what comes out here children? 7. 7 root 2. So 2 root 2 plus 5 root 2. Now we can add like surds they are. So what you will be writing here? 7 root 2. Here 9 root 2 minus 7 root 2. What is the answer? 2 root 2. Now what can be simplified here is root 2. So what is the answer? 7 upon 2. You need to practice similar kind of sum. All basics of surd should be very clear to you, and then you will find it very easy. Okay.